Howdy, folks. Welcome to a re-recording of our stream of Lotus Turbo Challenge. Let's see. We need to make sure this is set up right.
2 players. That's it.
Right. Okay. And then, now, how do you want yours? Do you want?
I want automatic.
Okay.
I want the acceleration on the button.
Yep. Cool. Joystick. Okay. I think we're good to go.
Fired up.
I don't remember how.
Green light down there.
We need to change our names. This is one of the greatest option screens of all time.
Yeah, they got it right. Yeah, you go for it yourself.
Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, you're going down.
Let's listen to a little bit of this music.
Great, one of the better game musics of all time as well.
Yeah, if only this played during the actual race.
How did they screw up the sequel so badly?
Is Lotus 3 supposed to be not great?
Have you played Lotus 3?
No.
Please try.
Box. Set. Go.
Are you able to move okay?
Am I white?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then yes. Yeah. Get out of the way, Slowpoke.
I mean, I've played a lot of arcade games from this time period, racing games that aren't as good as this game.
How did they botch out runs so thoroughly?
Well, I think it was just laziness on the part of the programming. It was a port of the Archimedes version.
You know, I was looking at a thing. I was reading an article. Actually, it was in that magazine that we reviewed. I wish I'd mentioned this. It was on the Dooms and Gloom and all that stuff, the different various Doom things.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting article. Did you catch the part where they actually? I didn't realize they'd released Doom on the Archimedes.
No, I think I skimmed that article.
It was a good article. It was. It was probably might be the best one.
Really? Well, it doesn't say much because it was the only one not written by the guy.
You start hitting your stuff, boo. Didn't you crush me last time you played this?
You know, it's been so long.
Let's say I won, just for fun.
The handling is just great on these cars, though.
It's not the best. Again, I'm used to playing this with the sticks. It's real weird. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. But it is true. I like the tracks, the various tracks. They did a great job. There's a lot of variety out there.
The sense of altitude is great too. You know, when the things rise and fall,
and speed.
Yeah,
it's amazing they can run you know, 2 screens on the Amiga.
Yeah, yeah.
It really blows my mind. It's gonna be close to. Oh, look at that boat! Dadgummit. Well, once again vanquished.
See how far I can make it before I'm ultimately defeated as well. Do you actually like pole position?
Yeah. Hey, look, our thing says Marble Madness.
Oh, it's almost as if we didn't just record that.
Yeah. No, you know what? You didn't like pole positions for your guys. I think you've mentioned this to me before. Why? I wrote pole position 2 is my favorite of the 2.
I just felt like, you know, not starting out with the race, having to qualify first. And when you qualify, I mean, even if you start out first, you're still going to come up. There's still going to be cars ahead of you once the race starts.
Yeah, you're lapping people.
That's well, no, you're not. It's
well, I mean, I know you're not, but that's my justification for it.
It's disingenuous.
This game just has random cars on the track.
Yeah, well, this game makes no pretense.
I always like pole position because I guess part of the reason I like it probably more than you is because you have to put yourself in the day, the time it was released.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd been a guy who'd played Turbo and thought, oh, my God,
Right.
Turbo! Holy smokes, this is the best thing I ever saw.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Turbo, compared to that, you're like, are you kidding me? And I still like Turbo, by the way. It's a good game. But, I mean, just the looks of it, this looked like a racing game. Nice work.
And I mentioned this on our episode too. When you explode in pole position, it sucks, and you don't explode here. Hey, you're back in.
Yes.
Set. Go.
This is probably my favorite course. I just think it looks
This is an
awesome.
awful good one. They're all, I like a lot of them. The desert one's not my favorite, as you
No.
recall, but. At least I get to see those words on the screen for a moment.
You're still ahead.
Yeah, but trust me, the dude's off the lily. This is a curvy track.
I think I saw a UFO up in the
I
sky.
saw that. I think they had one of those like
Oh, it's
Space
a-
Needle
yeah, Space
restaurants
Needle.
up there. You know, also something else Publishers had. Now, of course, this has too is the billboards. That seems like nothing, but I mean, I'd never seen that before.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
That
it's
is a
like, look
cool
at that.
feature.
There's billboards in this game. Plus, it had a. Oh, God, man, I went from nothing to nothing real quick. The fact that you had to. It felt like you were in a car. Meant a lot. You know, you had the gear shift and the pedals and the seat and everything. They did a good job. The environmental was a big deal. You know, yeah, it was a big deal when it came out, and the second one was way better just because you had the different tracks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, I mean, the second one effectively was the same game. Now, one thing they never did with pole position was have competitive. That would have been awesome. I guess the tech wasn't there.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
really,
it's 1981, right?
Atari never went. You know, pole position was such a big game, they never went back to it. You know, and you've got a 7800, right? Pole Position 2 was like one of the most printed cartridges for that game. It was probably one of the best sellers.
Right.
You know, and Pole Position shows up on all the computers. It shows up on all the consoles. You know, I mean, it was a big deal.
Did it really show up on all the consoles?
Oh yeah, I think that.
I don't think so. I think it was only on the 7800.
No, Pole Position. I'm sure there's a 2600 version of it.
There might be.
It might not be Pole Position 2, but you know what I mean. And I'm sure there's a 5200 version as well.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a 50
And I know there's a
version.
computer version. I know
Right.
that for certain. I think I own it for the 8-bit.
But they didn't, I don't think
So I
there
guess I
was-
should have said it was out for all the Atari consoles.
But I mean, like, Atari released a ton of games for the NES, you know.
I think there was a version for the Jaguar as well.
There
I think.
probably was.
And I bet there was a PC version. I don't think there was an Amiga version. Oh man, just by skin your teeth. That's what makes this
Yeah.
game great. Oh,
I think I've only got one more. I can make it.
I don't like your chances, Bo.
Yeah, all right.
Do you ever let off the gas?
No.
Okay, that's what I've been doing wrong.
Yeah, it's
gonna be
not
tight.
looking good.
It's gonna be tight. If you keep it clean here. Yep, you made it. Okay, now you got something to do here.
Yeah.
Look how fast you're going.
Yeah,
Get this thing
I'm
on, you're
moving.
hauling ass.
These tunnels, you don't get a lot of warning.
It's funny in some ways. Do you remember a game? Oh, come on.
No.
You remember a game for the 2600 called Enduro Racer?
Yes.
This was one of the first really awesome racing games. We'll try one more track.
Yeah, let's do one more.
And, well, maybe not. I guess one of us has to qualify.
Oh.
The heck with
Yeah.
it. Good
Anyway.
game, guys.
Enduro Racer. Let's finish the anecdote.
I mean, there's no anecdote here. Just this game is like a snazzed up Enduro Racer. You had cold, you had desert. You had all, that was the whole gimmick, right? And I mean, that's what sort of reminds me of this, just like the natural evolution of that kind of game. Just beautiful. And I think they really stretched the Amiga to the limits on this thing. Like I said, with the exception of in-game music, during play, I think this is a home run.
Yeah.
Duh. It's one of the most revered games ever. But yeah, we like it.
All right, cool. Well, until next time.
Adios.
Adios.